Greetings, YouTubers. This is a response to the video Senator Lindsey Graham, Republican Hypocrisy, or R-Hypocrisy. Actually, it would sound more intelligent if you put Republic or Hypocrisy, Hypocrite, South Carolina. This user is, again, I'll have all the relevant links on the right side, including the link to the video I'm responding to. This user is rightly upset at Senator Graham and his earmark hypocrisy over a $950,000 earmark in the pending omnibus sham, but as per usual, it overly simplifies this discussion on earmarks and makes it seem as if only Senator Graham was guilty. I don't like Senator Graham for several reasons. Earmarks is actually one of the secondary reasons. I supported his primary challenger this past year because of his votes on illegal immigration, for one, mainly, and he seems to be McCain's stooge. He can't think for himself. If this user wants to talk earmarks, which is a gateway drug to egregious spending, as Tom Coburn says, look how it's fueled agricultural subsidies. If this user wants to talk earmarks, then let's talk about Senator Robert Sheets Byrd. Byrd served on appropriation committees for 49 years. And let's see, from the period 1991 to 2008, he secured $3.3 billion in earmarked projects for West Virginia. From 2000 to 2008, it was $2.26 billion. And the fiscal projects added to the Senate for fiscal years 95 to 2006, that's $1.2 billion. And in 2008 alone, he added $386 million. That's according to the Citizens Against Government Waste. Taxpayers for Common Sense, a government spending watchdog, has released its breakdown of the biggest earmarkers. Number one is Robert Byrd, bringing in a haul of $122 million. Richard Shelby is second, Republican Alabama. Kit Bond is third, Republican Missouri. Dianne Weinstein, Democrat California, is fourth. Thad Cochran, Republican Mississippi, is fifth. Sixth is Murkowski of Alaska. Seventh is Tom Dungheap Harkin of Iowa, one of my great senators. I use the term great loosely. He got $67 million. Then it's James Inhofe of Oklahoma. And then Mitch McConnell, a man I've criticized many times for his pork spending. He brought in $51 million. And then Daniel Inouye of Hawaii, $46 million. Citizens Against Government Waste released its preliminary analysis of the fiscal year 2009 Military Construction Veterans Affairs Appropriations Act. This report included 172 projects worth $1.2 billion compared to 191 projects worth the same amount in fiscal 2008. Senate Appropriations Committee Chairman Robert Sheets Byrd, Democrat, West Virginia, racked up almost $30 million in pork. So I don't blame you for being upset at Grahamnesty's hypocrisy on earmarks. But I guess if I wanted to play it that way, that's only $950 million. Byrd has made a living at this. We're talking billions over his career. And now to Mitch McConnell, a man who should be dumped as Republican minority leader and replaced with Jim DeMint. In 2008 alone, Republican Mitch McConnell grabbed $195 million in earmarked funds. In the current omnibus bill, we have many dubious projects from several different legislators. Ralph Hall, Republican, Texas, $142,500 for emergency repairs to the Sam Rayburn Library and Museum in Bonham, Texas. Senator Ensign, Republican, Nevada, joined state colleagues to include $1.425 million for Nevada statewide bus facilities. Well, that's really going to stimulate consumer spending. The top two Republicans on Congress's money committees also inserted local projects, and all an estimated $3.8 billion worth of specific projects called earmarks are in the $410 billion spending bill. And remember, it's a gateway to egregious spending, like Coburn says, so it just leads to other things like Social Security. Where was I? In all, an estimated $3.8 billion worth of specific projects called earmarks are in the $410 billion spending bill at the House of Representatives. Well, they already passed it. Easy passage is expected. Now the Senate's debating it. House Democrats estimate that Republicans inserted 40% of the earmarks in the bill. An independent budget watchdog group, Taxpayers for Common Sense, said the 60-40 Democrat Republican ratio followed historical patterns. And then we have this. When Senator DeMint attempted to to enact a 1-year moratorium on earmarks, what happened? Only 23 Republicans and 6 Democrats joined him. Going back to this user's whining about earmarks, that's kosher when certain people request him. Obama voted for the moratorium, but as I demonstrated in my detailed article on him, he was good at requesting and receiving earmarks. Not as good as an entrenched senator like Sheets Bird or former Senator Ted Stevens of Alaska, but he learned the ways of the Beltway rather quickly. Senators Coburn and McCain have attempted in vain to strike numerous pork projects from the omnibus bill. Most of the time, the majority of Democrats oppose him. I guess they're just shoving this right in the face of the taxpayers. They're saying, we're going to request earmarks, period. They're not even going to be hypocritical about it. They're just going to say, we're going to waste your money, period. Lastly, the Club for Growth is keeping a tally of members who have sworn off earmarks. Currently, we have 25 House Republicans, 4 Senate Republicans, and 2 Democrat senators. That's McCaskill and Feingold. Not that you would know anyway. I think this battle over earmarks is a lot more complicated than just whining about that idiot Lindsey Graham. This user has again demonstrated that it relies on sound bites rather than diligent research. I have all this information in my archives because I pay attention to it, not because I flip on the idiot box and start recording every once in a while. Don't thank me now.